Good morning to all the students of class 9th. I hope you all are taking all the safety measures and staying at home to fight against deadly coronavirus. As per the commitment, we are starting our session today, that is on April 1, 2020. Today, this is our first maths class, and in the same way, we will continue this class during this period of lockdown so that the situations could not affect your studies. So, let we start today's class with chapter 1, number system. You all have done earlier the number system. In every class, we start maths with chapter 1, and always the chapter 1 is number system. When we start our counting, we start with which number? Always we start our counting with 1, then 2, 3, 4. Continue up to infinity. The counting does not have any end, right? So these numbers are called what? These numbers are called natural numbers, right? Because we are saying that whenever we start counting, we always start with 1. So these numbers are also called counting numbers. After doing counting numbers, you all very well know what we study the next. If we add 0 to these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, what do we get? These numbers are called whole numbers, right? After that, what do we study? When we add negative numbers to these whole numbers, means if we are taking from infinity, now we are coming to -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to so on. These numbers are called integers, right? So we can say that if we have this circle of natural numbers where we have the numbers 1, 2, 3 up to so on, and if we are adding to these natural numbers 0, we get whole number. That means these whole numbers W, we are taking it as W. These whole numbers include all the natural numbers, and then we are taking the domain of integers, the circle of integers, which has -3, -20, -12, -4, -1. All these are integers, and we can say that all the natural numbers are the integers, because in integers we have natural numbers. Inside the integers we have whole numbers. So we can say that all the natural numbers are integers. All the whole numbers are also integers. Can we say that all the integers are natural numbers? No, we cannot say that all the integers are natural numbers, because we have the negative numbers also, which are in the area of integers, but they are not in the area of natural numbers. After that, we study one more area in which we include decimal numbers also, we include fractions also, and we include negative fractions also. Suppose I am taking here 1/2, -2/3, 1.2, 2.4, minus 3.6. If I have taken the fractions, the negative fractions, the decimal numbers and the negative decimal numbers, then this area is called, this number system is called what? This system is called what? Here, this is the area of rational numbers, right? Rational numbers. So, we have already done rational numbers in class 8 also, right? Can anybody define rational numbers? This was your chapter 1 of class 8 also. Rational numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form of P upon Q. What was the condition with this? Where Q is not equal to 0. And what about P and Q? P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers, right? So rational numbers are the numbers which can be written in the form of P upon Q. The denominator should not be equal to 0. It should be some other number, any other integer, and P and Q are integers. If you remember the definition of fractions, in case of fractions also, we say that the numbers which can be written in the form of P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0. Then what is the difference between a fraction and a rational number? Fractions, in case of fractions, P and Q, they must be natural numbers, whole numbers, where Q not equal to 0, but 0 can be the value of P. In case of rational numbers, we are saying P and Q are integers. Integers means rational numbers, they may be negative, but fractions, they are always positive, right? So now we are starting our first exercise, which is based on rational numbers. Let me start with the first question. Here we are discussing the question of exercise 1.1. Whatsoever the notebook you have, if you have the new one, you may start your work in the new notebook. If you have your previous notebook, you may do it on your previous notebook, right? So first question of exercise 1.3 is 0 a rational number? 0 is a rational number. We are saying the rational numbers which can be written in the form of P upon Q. Can 0 be written in the form of P upon Q? Yes. 0 can be written in the form of P upon Q. So we will write yes, 0 is a rational number. Because we can write 0 as 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 by 4, 0 by 10, right? In all the cases, the numbers are in the form of P upon Q and Q is not equal to 0, right? So this is your first question. Let me come on the second one now. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. We have already done such questions in class 8. Exercise 1.2 was there. So we have to write 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. 3 means 3 by 1. 4 means 4 by 1. We have to write 6 rational numbers. If I multiply and divide this number 3, then it will not make any difference. This will now be equal to 30 upon 10. Similarly, multiply 4 and divide it by 10. We will get 40 upon 10. That means 4 is equal to 40 upon 10 and 3 is equal to 30 upon 10. So we have to write 6 rational numbers. So the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4 are, what are the numbers? 31 upon 10, 30 and 40. We have to write the numbers between these two. So I have taken the first 31. Next is 32 by 10, 33 by 10, 34 by 10, 35 by 10 and 36 upon 10. Similarly, if you have to write more than 6 numbers, here we have 10 numbers between 30 upon 10 and 40 upon 10. If you have to write more numbers, you can multiply and divide with 100 instead of 10, right? Similar is the next question. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Here we have the denominator same in both the cases. If in any question the denominator is not same, then first of all you will convert it into the equivalent fraction and you will make the denominators same. Then you will follow the next step. In this case, I am just multiplying it with 10. This one also multiply and divide by 10. This will become 30 upon 50 and this will become 40 upon 50. Now we have to write 5 rational numbers. So 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 are 31 upon 50, 32 by 50, 33 by 50, 34 by 50 and 35 upon 50, right? Okay, coming on the last question of the exercise, state whether the following statements are true or false. Give reason for your answer. Here you have to take care of one thing, that if you say true about any statement, then you will have to prove it, and if you are saying false for a statement, you will have to give an example, right? So the first part is every natural number is a whole number. Natural number is a whole number. So if you remember this diagram which we started with, all natural numbers are whole numbers. Is it right? Yes, because all the natural numbers, they are coming in the domain of whole numbers. So in this question, we can write that yes, since the collection of whole numbers contain all natural numbers including 0, right? Repeating again, you will write yourself that this statement is true because the collection of whole numbers contain all natural numbers. Whole numbers contain all natural numbers. You will write it full, right? Now the second part is every integer is a whole number. Is it true? Every integer is a whole number. No, it is not true. This one is false. And I have already said that if you are saying false, you just have to give an example. So, what can the example be taken here? All the negative integers, they are not the whole numbers. All negative. Okay, write it complete. All negative integers are not whole numbers, right? And now the last part, every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. right or wrong? This one is again wrong, or we are saying that this is false, again false. So we just have to give the example. We can take some rational numbers which are of the form of p by q. Suppose I have taken 4 by 3, take some negative also, minus 3 by 2. These are rational numbers, but they are not the whole numbers. Are rational numbers, but not the whole numbers, right? So your task is to complete this exercise and study about rational numbers, whole numbers, integers, and for you the task is you have to find out that what are irrational numbers. Again telling, you have to find out the answer of the question, what are irrational numbers? This one was the today's class. Again we will meet tomorrow. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.